The city of Melbourne is situated in the southern Australian state of Victoria. Opening out like a fan from the shores of Port Phillip Bay, Melbourne is home to over 4 million residents and regularly features in the top rankings of world's most livable cities. Founded on the banks of the Yarra River in 1835, the discovery of gold transformed this faraway settlement into one of the wealthiest cities in the world. Decades of prosperity created a metropolis filled with grand civic buildings, cathedrals, theatres and parks. Wander down the wide avenues of Collins and Burke Streets for old school architecture that'll make your eyes pop. Then hop on a tram. Melbourne has the most extensive streetcar network in the world. No other space in the city says Melbourne like Federation Square. Overlooked by Flinders Street Station and St Paul's Cathedral, Fed Square does what Melbourne does best, artfully blending the elegance of yesteryear with edgy modern design. While you're at Fed Square, grab a ticket to one of Melbourne's hippest museums, the Australian Centre of the Moving Image. At ACMI, discover the rich history of Aussie cinema and explore the interactive possibilities of tomorrow. And don't forget to head underground to the Melbourne Visitor Centre for the lowdown on what's up in Melbourne. Just across the Yarra is Southbank. Check out the public art, shopping and dining, or just hang out with locals and watch the river slide on by. While you're at Southbank, ride the elevator to the 88th floor of the Eureka Tower, named after the famous 18th century miners' rebellion. The 360-degree views from the observation deck are pure gold. Closer to Earth, but just as heavenly, are the artworks and stained glass ceiling at the nearby National Gallery of Victoria. The city's great paintings are not confined to its galleries. Melbourne rates with New York and Berlin as one of the world capitals of street art. Wander the inner city laneways with street art lovers from all over the world. You may even catch an artist at work. If Melbourne has a fragrance, it's the aroma of roasting coffee beans. In this city, great coffee, food and fashion are not luxuries, but the essentials for daily life. Spend a morning exploring the hundreds of stalls at Queen Victoria Market. Sample the region's finest and freshest produce and witness firsthand just how seriously Melburnians take their food. Melbourne can thank its immigrants for developing the city's taste buds. Peek into the lives of the newcomers who helped shape Melbourne's culture at the Immigration Museum. Then taste the cuisines they introduced to Australia in famous food strips like Lygon Street and Ackland Street. Just a short roll from the patisseries of Ackland Street is Luna Park, the Bayside fun fair that's been putting a smile on Melbourne since 1912. Take a ride on one of the world's oldest roller coasters, but be sure to let those pastries settle first. From St Kilda, follow the boardwalk south to where the true giants of Melbourne architecture await, the bathing boxes of Brighton Beach. This row of heritage-listed boxes is one of the most photographed spots down under. When it comes to presentation, Melbourne has the Midas touch. Whether it be in the sharp-looking displays of the Melbourne Museum, the breathtaking exhibits of the city's aquarium, or just life's simpler pleasures. Welcome to Melbourne, where everything is done with style, passion, and a whole lot of cool.
Cathay 163. 7810, sensitive eastern bind, 5. What's 490 aircraft AS, about 31 off the wind gunner return, 370 return. Decimal 9, good night. 259, quarter 7, take it on.
Traffic off Gateway Delta is 10 miles to the west, passing 1,700 on the descent by the NDD. Miles to the west, 3,500, we're outside Aerodrome tracking east from Bali, ETA 17.
Oscar Coast Park, copy the QNH is 1027.
027, Oscar Coast Park.
479, descend by the start 5.
Semi start by down to
479.
697, request cancel speed.
Copy 697, cancel speed.
697, copy 697.
Qantas 768 to Bay 21.
Listen, 68 Grand Taxi Foxtrot Echo Romeo to the gate.
Foxtrot Echo Romeo to the gate, Qantas 768.
Roger.
Enter 123.75, no. 125. 5250, that's 408. 250, magnetic 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Norwegian. Please may we have your attention while we demonstrate the safety features of this Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft. All hand luggage located on the floor must be placed under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. To avoid blocking the aisles or exits, please store all hand luggage in the overhead locker or beneath the seat in front of you. If you are seated in a front row, please keep these areas clear during takeoff and landing. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the flat metal tip into the buckle and tighten by pulling the strap. To unfasten, lift the flap and pull the end part. If the pressure inside the aircraft drops, you will need oxygen. A panel above your seat will open automatically and release your oxygen mask. Remain seated, and in economy, reach for your mask. In premium, pull the streamer for the mask to drop the full distance. Put on the oxygen mask by placing it over your nose and mouth and slip the elastic band over your head. Adjust the mask by tightening the elastic band. The oxygen flow is activated when you start breathing into the mask. Always put on your own mask first before helping others. This Boeing 787 Dreamliner has 8 emergency exits, 4 on each side of the aircraft. The emergency exits are all marked with green exit signs. In the event of an emergency, escape path lights will show you the way to the exits. Please look for your nearest exit. It might be behind you. To open the exit doors, pull the lever in the direction of the arrow. When the doors are opened, escape slides will automatically inflate. If there's an emergency landing on ground, leave all baggage behind you. Leave the aircraft by folding your arms across your chest and jump onto the escape slide in a sitting position. Move away from the aircraft immediately. If there is an emergency landing on water, you will find your life vest under your seat in economy class or between the seats in premium class. Remove the life vest from its pouch and place the vest over your head. Pull the strap around your waist and fasten the buckle. Then, tighten the strap. At the exit, inflate the life vest by pulling the red tab firmly downwards. If necessary, use the mouthpiece. A light will come on automatically when the battery on the vest comes into contact with water. In a water evacuation, the escape slides detach from the aircraft and can be used as life rafts. Smoking is not permitted anywhere on board this aircraft. Passengers are advised that smoke detectors are installed in all the lavatories. The use of electronic devices containing radio transmitters is not permitted, as they may interfere with aircraft systems. Mobile phones and other electronic devices with flight mode must be placed into flight mode now. All electronic devices that do not support flight mode must be turned off during takeoff and landing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are preparing to take off. Please ensure that your IFE monitor and tray table is stowed. Your seatbelt is securely fastened. Your seat back is in the upright position with the armrest down in economy seats and the footrest and the IFE monitor stowed away in premium seats. All safety information is shown on the safety information card located in the pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight with Norwegian.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you very much for your attention, and now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the takeoff. The captain has made tower communications available, so if you'd like to monitor the air traffic system, you'll find that on channel 9 and your headset's in the seat pocket in front of you. We'll give you a little more information about our service plan for our flight as soon as we're in the air. Thank you, and again, welcome aboard.
Private traffic off factory capacity no 10 nautical miles to the west, 2,500 descending to 1,700 inbound EVA to Nana.
To the south, 2,400 on descent, 1,700 ETA overhead, time Rotate.
My name is Jessica Sundqvist Ahlberg. I'm a pilot with Norwegian since 4.5 years. I'm Swedish from Stockholm, and now I'm based in Barcelona in Spain. When I was 16 years old, I found out about a sponsored flight school in Sweden, and I always liked a big challenge, so I applied and I was selected, and that way it is. When I started flight training, it was a school where most of the students were males, so I got used to it early. In the beginning, when I got my first flying job, I tried to fit in to be one of the boys. I don't do that anymore. What does International Women's Day mean to me? I think it's important that we work against these problems every day of the year. And as long as we have a day like this and we need a day like this, we're not there yet. What I would say to a girl that wants to be flying, just do it. It might put you a little bit maybe outside your comfort zone, but that's also where the magic happens. For me, I want the future to be equal. And that means women in general needs to take up a lot more space and more power, not only in aviation, but everywhere. I was recently honored by News Magazine for Power Movement of the Year. I'm incredibly honored to be among such amazing women. And if this award can help me to inspire even more girls out there to go for their dream, I'm very happy with that. The best part of flying for Norwegian is to meet all the amazing colleagues and crew. There's people from all over the world, and to fly to all these new places and meet new people, that's worth all the jet lag. Current favorite destination with Norwegian is Los Angeles. I like that it's so easy for us to go down to the beach and stay active or go hiking. At the same time, you have the city life. The city that inspires me the most, and food-wise, is Bangkok. It might sound like a cliche, but for me, eating healthy and staying active, that's the best way to keep fit and stable and work against all the long hours of flight. What would I say to a girl that says, I can't do it or I'm too afraid? I would say that you can do it if you want to. Just keep working at it, put a goal, and don't give up. You will do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we are just about to begin our descent and I will be turning on the seatbelt signs shortly. So please return to your seats as soon as you can. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, those double chimes indicate that we're well into our descent, so all electronic equipment needs to be turned off at this time and safely stowed away along with any other carry-on luggage you may have taken out. Also, please check to make sure that your seat back is in the full upright position, your tray table stored and locked in place, and your seatbelt fastened. For those of you in our our business and first class cabins, if you would make sure that you push the green airplane reset mode button. And for those of you in first class, your shoulder straps must be fastened.
156
Approaching 16.
Copy this altitude, basic price protected on the ground, 119, just for 9 cancel start.
Rate 100. Hold up. Hold up. 30. 20. 10.
Five 5,000 feet remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please check around you for any personal belongings. Please also use caution when opening the overhead lockers, as heavy articles may have shifted during the flight. On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us, and have a pleasant day.
500.
Thousand feet remaining.
Semi Rescue 201, circuit area, Wagga Hospital, cancel tower watch. Rescue 201, Wagga Hospital, tower watch, terminate. 201. Severe turbulence, flight level 200 to flight level 380. Bravo, 968, passing 2,300, timing 5,000.
Eastern 968, 10-5, 2.5, 240, cancel speed if you wish. 968, please flight level 240, and you can cancel speed if you wish.
Flight level 240 and cancel speed just 968 seconds. Summit approaches, good H1 at 73 0. We go 771, welcome to that. To Roger, hotel report to have been report moderate delay and then flight from moderate from frequency 0. I've had the reports lower, however.